the manner in which we treat Yahweh and His Word, His Torah, is a matter of life and death. Hi, this is Barry Phillips, a 10-minute Torah, day number 3 of the Torah portion, Vayechanan, and I pleaded. Let's go back to Deuteronomy, Devarim, chapter number 4, and pick up with verse number 3. Moshe says, your eyes have seen what Yahweh did at Baal Peor, for Yahweh your Elohim has destroyed from your midst all the men who follow Baal Peor. But you who are clinging to Yahweh your Elohim are alive today, every one of you. Now let's go down to verse number 8 and 9. And what great nation is there that has such laws and righteous rulings like all this Torah which I have set before you this day? Only guard yourself and guard your life diligently, lest you forget the words your eyes have seen, lest they turn aside from your heart all the days of your life, and you shall make them known to your children and to your grandchildren. Several things are going on here. Let's see if we can cover all of them in the next few minutes together. First of all, he says that you have seen what happened to those that followed after Baal Peor. This is the incident that we just recently read about, where the Moabite and Midianite women came into the camp of Israel and seduced the men of Israel, primarily, it would seem, from the tribe of Shimeon, to come and to party with them at the feast tables to this pagan god. And these men that had been dining primarily on manna saw tables full of meat and foods and beautiful women looking at them like that they were heroes and wonderful people, yearning for them, desiring them, come party with us. It just so happened that they ended up not only eating and drinking at those tables, and let's just say they were relating with the women, but they also bowed down in a very grotesque fashion around the altar of this idol. Yah allowed thousands, many thousands of them to die. And so this plague hits Israel because of the debauchery and the party spirit that hit these men. He says, you remember what happened, but those of you, he says, who are clinging to Yah, by contrast, you are still alive. There's nothing wrong with having a party, having a good time, laughing, eating, feasting, drinking, and enjoying good company. Yah likes a good party. We have 6 of the 7 feast days, or set-apart festivals, is a better translation. These significant times that Yah has set aside for us, they are primarily rejoicing, celebrating, eating good food, and being merry in your heart. And Yah says, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to party with you. I'm going to rejoice with you. I'm going to celebrate with you. Yom Kippur being the obvious difference here, a day of fasting. Nevertheless, Yah says, these are my set-apart times, and I want you to be happy. I want my people to celebrate. In addition to this, every new moon is the beginning of every month is a chance to celebrate the goodness of our Creator, His love and faithfulness to us, and to basically throw a party, have a big meal, rejoice and celebrate. So there's nothing wrong with having a good time. The issue here was that it involved dalliances with pagan women that they were forbidden to have, and it also involved bowing down before a pagan idol. So we need to make up our mind, are we going to party like the world, or are we going to party with our Creator? There is a great difference. It involves, with the Creator, clinging to Him. Now, the Hebrew word here is dabach. It is 3 particular Hebrew letters. First of all, we have the dalet, which is symbolizing a door. The deeper thought is it's a door that is found in the upper realms, that is, in the realms of the Spirit. Yeshua said, I am the door, in Yochanan, or John 10, verse 1. Then there is the Hebrew letter, the beit, which is a symbol of a house. And in particular, the house here is the place of blessing, and it is the place of preparation for that which we are learning to become set apart for. And then there is the kuf. The kuf is an interesting letter. It has a curve on it, and it represents that which is behind. It's like the back of the head. It's kind of that which is behind, or that which we in particular have left behind or become separated from. Gives us the idea then of holiness or set apartness, abstinence, learning self-control. I'm able to lay these things aside. So this clinging then, if we put the symbolic meanings together, it enforces the word dabak, which basically means to cleave, to keep close, to stick like glue with devotion and loyalty. The symbolic letters would see then that is holding on to Yah like glue, is entering the upper realms through the door of Yeshua into His house, His place of blessing and preparation, where we learn abstinence and control and learn to set things aside. In order then to cling to Yah, we choose Him, and there are things that appeal to us that we would prefer, things that we're drawn to perhaps. Our carnal eyes are drawn to, our carnal hearts prefer. We learn to lay those things aside and we cling to Him instead. The difference is life and death. Those who cling to Yah, Moshe says, you're alive today. Those of you that refuse to cling to Him, well, it didn't turn out so well. Then it says here that we are to be shomer. The word shomer means to basically armor up, draw your sword, and guard and protect. To defend. And the word shomer here is in reference to His word. You are to guard and protect the integrity, the sincerity, the truth of the word that Moshe has been teaching. And that is that we do not dilute the doctrines of the Torah or the words of the Torah to our own fancy. We do not realign them the way we wish they had been said, but rather we take them at point blank face value. This is what Yah says. This is what Yah means. Therefore, that's what we're going to leave it as, and that's how we're going to live. And then he says here, guard yourselves, in verse 9, and guard your life diligently, lest you forget the words. Then it has something stranger, not the words that you have heard, but the words you have seen. When did Israel see words? Well, when the 10 words were put upon the stones, the tablets, that was visible. And the rabbinical understanding of the Hebrew, all the way back in Shemot or Exodus chapter number 19, is that the revelation of Yah on Mount Sinai was so real, so powerful, so overwhelming, that the people were seeing sounds and hearing things that should be visible. That is, the incredible revelation of Yah was overwhelming to all their senses. Don't forget what you have seen Yah do, seen Yah say. Guard it with all of your being and cling to Him. Get a good grip. Hold on and refuse to let go. And we'll see you again here tomorrow. To then, shalom.